was not so painful to him. But one thing was painful, that being cast out of the sight of God. He saw himself as having been separated. He saw himself as, because one, he was the servant of God and God had already sent him. So he had that pain that now God has cast me out. He's no longer going to send me. He's no longer going to use me. And in verse 6, we see that use of metamorphological language, such kind. Those who do literature know it better. It says, I went down to the moorings of the mountains, the earth with its bars closed behind me forever. Yet you have brought up my life from the pit. When he mentions the word here, forever, it shows that in the beginning, Jonah didn't have hope of being brought back. We'll still be looking back at his cry, which opened up everything, opened up even his heart to know that God had still some work with him. Then verse 7, when my soul fainted within me, I remembered the Lord, and my prayer went up to you into your holy temple. He describes his state all through inside the belly of the fish. When he cried until he grew faint, until he got the assurance of deliverance from the belly of the fish, all from the deep, the way he describes it. So, by that, he knew that God was really ready to rescue him. And from verse 8 to verse 9, we see Jonah's declaration of his commitment to God. Those who cling to worthless idols forsake faithful love. But as for me, I will sacrifice to you with a voice of thanksgiving. I will fulfill what I have vowed. Salvation is from the Lord. He starts to say, those who regard worthless idols, they forsake. This, before Jonah came to declare his commitment, there is this realization that is beginning here. First, he had resisted God. But here he comes to realize that resisting God and running away from him, or trying to be away from him, it was like being an idolater.